So let's talk about one of our success stories. I had a company contact me a few years ago. Husband and wife was running this business. It had been a consulting company, but they had a bit of technology that they were like, we think this thing is really important. This technology enables something that's fundamental to a lot of things that's important to the world today, people and companies. And we want to be number one in the world. I'm like, oh, I love that. Number one in the world. That's a game that sounds fun to play to me if what you're doing is worthwhile. So they demoed their technology for me. I'm like, oh, well, that's really cool. That does do something interesting. And I could see it and could feel it. I could imagine that. I could see their ambition. And they were only a couple dozen people at the time, but they had this dream to be number one in the world. So we went to work. We started laying out the strategy for the company, and we implemented the good execution habits, and we started to tweak and play with the cash model of the business. And then about 3 years later, they went from a couple dozen people to hundreds and hundreds of people around the world. And they were number one in the world in all of the products, brand name products that you know and see today, that you drive and use and carry and all kinds of things like that around your home. And anyway, that all happened in a couple of years. And I, as a coach, am just so delighted that my work and scaling up provide that kind of help for people who have clearly something. If that you think that's you, if you'd like to have a story like that, come play with us. We'd love to welcome you to our group of client companies.